All right, guys. So that ends off the segment of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 spoiler review. So yeah, we're going to get into our next and final segment, which is Rotten Tomatoes. So we're going to recap what we predicted for last week. We're going to predict what we think for this weekend, and we're going to get into our game where Zach, Travis, and Dave are going to go head to head in a Rotten Tomatoes game. So yeah. So to recap for last week, we predicted for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which came in at 82% with 146.6 million opening box office. I came in closest with 83%. I almost nailed it right on the head. And Travis came in closest with 150 million. So yeah.
I just want to say on record that I actually didn't even realize this until right now, but last week I predicted that it would get 76% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I gave it a 7.6 today. That was completely that was completely unintentional. I just realized that now.
Wow, that's pretty funny. But yeah, so yeah, we're going to get into our predictions for this weekend for King Arthur, Legend of the Sword, and Snatched. I go first for King Arthur. I'm actually hearing okay things about King Arthur. I'm not hearing it's terrible, but I'm going to give it a 56%. For Rotten Tomatoes, and I'm gonna say Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is still gonna be out, so it's not gonna do well. So I'm gonna say probably 30 million,
right.
Probably opening weekend.
It's just a small sum of money.
Yeah,
and we'll go with Dave after Pedro there.
Okay, all right. So Dave, what do you think this movie's gonna get in Rotten Tomatoes?
Probably a 63.
63%?
Roughly.
Okay, that's being a little optimistic. How much do you think it's going to make opening weekend?
What was yours?
Mine was, I think I said 30 million opening
I'll
weekend.
31. Just to go.
Just to piss me off?
Yeah, just to be a dick.
Okay. All right, so 31 million for David. And Travis, you're next.
Okay, I'm going to give this movie a very optimistic 19%. And I'm going to also give it a very optimistic 19 million.
19. All right, I have it at 33%, and I initially had it at 35 million, but that's kind of close to yours, so I'm going to drop it down to 25 million.
I thought you were going to drop it down to 33 or something.
That's kind of close to yours, but I'm going to drop it down to 32 million.
It's like 29 million.
Oh my god. Alright, so our next movie is Snatch, the Amy Schumer
The new Amy
blockbuster.
Schumer blockbuster. It's personally my most anticipated film of the summer. I don't know about you guys, but I think critics are going to love this movie. It looks phenomenal. So I have it coming in at 22%. And I have it bringing in a blockbuster level 6 million opening weekend.
Yeah.
All right, Travis.
All right, since you took 6 million, I'm going to go 5 and 5.
5 and 5.
5 million.
All right, and Dave.
13% and maybe 5.5 million.
And 5.5 million for Dave.
I'm going to say 10% for Rotten Tomatoes, and that's still being way too fucking optimistic. And I'm going to say 8 million opening weekend.
All right. Said way too optimistic for 10%. Meanwhile, I'm at 22%.
Yeah. So yeah, all right, guys. So we're gonna get into our Rotten Tomatoes game where Zach, Travis, and Dave are gonna go head to head. So this should be fun. This should be interesting. So yeah, you guys ready?
I was born ready.
All right. David, I'm gonna have you go first. The movie you guys have to predict is a Jim Carrey led movie. The number 23.
Ooh, man.
Oh, I remember that movie.
Is that good? I forget if it's good or not.
You guys are about to find out.
I'm just guessing the score on it.
You're guessing the score on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay.
You got 5 seconds.
39.
39%? All right, 39% for David.
So I've never seen the movie, so I have no idea what it is.
I thought you did see the movie. But Travis, you're next.
The number 23 sounds like a very solid 23%.
I knew one of you was going to do that.
For some reason, I feel like this movie was terrible. I'm going to give a nice even 11%.
11%. Well, Zach has the lead right now because it is at 8%.
Ooh,
Ooh, that's way lower than I thought.
Ooh, that's rough.
Yeah. I was like praying it was 23% just for the laughing factor.
Yeah.
We got to get some
But-
critics to like rate it a little more highly so we can get that 23%.
All right. Now next is a Tobey Maguire led film, and it's notorious for the kind of rating it has. Spider-Man 3. And who goes first? I would say is Travis goes first this time.
Yep.
All right.
If I remember correctly, this movie has a much higher rating than I would give it. I think it's somewhere around the 72% range.
72%. Okay. Zach, what about you?
I know it's fresh. I feel like I remember it being fresh. It shouldn't be, but it
It
is.
shouldn't be.
I'm gonna say 65%.
65% for Zach. And Dave, what about you?
Just to be that guy, 68.
68%? All right. Well, pretty much, yeah, Zach wins again with his 65% rating because it is 63%.
You know what's weird? I was actually thinking 63%, and I'm like, I'm just gonna round it up to 65.
Just to be safe.
Yeah, just to be safe.
All right, so pretty much, Zach, you win, right?
No, if basically someone needs to get the next two right to send it into a
Okay,
tiebreaker
alright.
fifth. If I answer one correctly, like just one, or if they go 1-1, then I'll win.
Okay.
Because
all right.
it's 4, and then if we're tied, if someone's tied like 2-2, then
Okay.
that's where we would do the fifth.
All right. So, all right, next one. I'm gonna take you guys for a little bit of a loop here.
Oh no.
Looper.
The,
Star-
no. The original 1932 Scarface.
Oh Jesus! How many reviews does this have? Like 5?
100?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell you.
Probably like 500 reviews.
Who's first on this
so
one?
it's Dave. I think it's
Zach.
Zach, you're first.
Okay. Shit. I don't know, man. I'll say 90%.
90% for Zach. And David, you're next.
I think it was made during the time where cocaine was perfectly legal and it was actually prescribed. So I'm going to give it a 93.
93. Okay. I don't know if it was legal.
Hey, you
but,
never
but, Travis, how about you?
I think those scores are too low. So I'm going to go 97.
97%. Well, Travis was closest with 97% because it is at 100%.
Damn.
I figured it would be
Yeah.
somewhere around 100. I figured it would be like a Maltese Falcon situation.
Yeah. So.
All right. So
yeah.
now Travis gets this correctly. Him and I will
It'll
go to
be,
sudden
for
death.
the tiebreaker. Yeah.
But if either
But if Dave
I
gets it
or
right,
Dave answer this one correctly,
Zach
then
wins.
I will win.
Yep. Yes.
it's getting
Yeah, so-
dicey.
All right. So.
No point for me.
So our next one is a part of the franchise of a movie that Zach still needs to review, but it's not that exact one. Fantastic Four: Rise of the
Oh
Silver
my
Surfer.
god.
Which is funny because you brought that up.
Yeah.
Earlier, so-
Wow.
All right, so
Dave goes first on this one.
Dave, you go first.
56.
56%.
Ooh.
Okay.
That seems really, really high.
It seems too low for me. I thought it would be like a Scarface original kind of score here. What was wrong with the movie?
All right.
Everything.
I think it's me next, right?
Yeah, it's you.
Yeah, it's you.
24%.
24% for Travis. And Zach,
Now, I will say that this movie has probably the second best Stan Lee cameo out besides Deadpool. Because
oh yeah, where he gets like rejected from the wedding.
yeah, and he says like, "No, I'm Stan Lee," and they're like, "Yeah, right." He's like, "No, really, I'm Stan Lee." Man, what did you say? 24%?
Yes.
Man, is that too high? I don't know. I'm just gonna say 30%.
30%. All right, well, Zach, you win because the score is 37%.
Wow, Zach,
All right.
look at you coming through.
Coming
in
through.
the last round.
Yeah, so yeah, Zach wins the Rotten Tomatoes game, but we're gonna do the fifth one for fun anyway. So
For shits
Yeah.
and giggles, as the kids say.
for shits and giggles, they're gonna do the fifth one. This is Zach's. I'm assuming it's Zach's number one favorite film of all time. Goodfellas. So
Travis is
I
first
think-
on this one.
Yeah, Travis
That's
goes
not
first.
fair. Well, I remember it being very good.
Does that count?
Oh man. I mean, it's obviously really, really highly rated. But is it like Scarface level, or is it like a little less than Scarface level? I'm going 98. I guess 98 sounds.
Well, you were correct in saying that this is my favorite movie of all time, and
Uh-huh.
I think I saw the score for it. I don't remember what it is. I feel like it's not as high as it should be.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I feel like it's low 90s. I'm gonna say 93%.
93% for Zach. What about you, David?
I originally was gonna say 98, but Travis decided to take that.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
you dick!
I'm the worst.
You're done,
Solid
Travis.
95.
That's it. That's the end of my
95.
career.
Well, Travis gets that one because it is 97%.
Ah,
Oh.
97%.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, guys. So yeah, Zach, you win. Do you want to have these guys listen to a bad song, or do you want to just keep on moving?
Oh, we can have them listen to a bad song. This week, they'll be listening to... you guys have to listen to this song 3 consecutive times. So you listen to it, and you finish, and you listen to it again, and you finish, and then you listen to it again 3 times in a row. It's rough, and it's going to be All About That Bass by Meghan Trainor.
Oh my God, no!
Okay, so that song is not as bad as what I was expecting.
I hate that song. And I was at the bar the other day, and they played it, and I was like, this is probably the worst song I've ever heard in my life.
I don't hate it. It's very catchy, but I don't like it. So fair enough.
All right, so we're gonna get on to the recommendation portion of the podcast, where I tell people at home to watch a specific movie. Guys,
If you
for
want,
today-
you don't have to.
well, you don't
He's
have to.
He's not like holding a gun to your head,
Yeah.
saying you watch this movie right now.
Yeah, but I'm recommending for you, everybody at home, to watch Warrior. It's a story about 2 brothers that compete in an MMA tournament, and then they end up fighting each other in the end. So yeah, it's a very dramatic movie. It stars Joel Edgerton, Tom Hardy, and Nick Nolte. Very good film. So yeah.
Yeah, this is one of those movies that I think Pedro should be holding a gun to your head because you gotta see it.
Yeah. But yeah, I remember Zach recommended this movie to me years ago, and I watched it. I was like, that was an awesome movie. So yeah.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie's got to be in my top 10. I should have put it in my top 10, but I didn't even think about it.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for being a part of our 20th episode of Real Talk. I would like to say thank you once again to Zach and Travis for being a part of this ride with me for 20 weeks. And I would also like to thank you to our special guest today, David Bespieka. David, thank you so much for being a part of this week's episode.
Cool.
And guys, remember to stay tuned for our other weekly shows like Netflix and Chillin' that comes on every Saturday. This week we are going to be reviewing the recently Oscar-nominated documentary 13th. Also, check out our gaming channel, PNZ Gaming. Right now, I am doing a playthrough of the Power Rangers-inspired video game Chroma Squad. In the game, I take our PNZ crew and turn them into Power Rangers. Who is the leader of the team? Who is the Pink Ranger? Find out by clicking on the link in the channel description box below. Guys, remember to subscribe, comment, like, thumbs up. Do whatever you guys can to support this channel, and we will see you guys in our next video. Peace out.